Hi guys, alright, so here is my very much requested, video on pumping. Um, Remember, this is not going to be just one video because it's a lot of stuff that you guys, you need to do to build up a stash like mine. And a lot of it is planning ahead, knowing what you're going to, what you need and everything like that. So this is basically when you find out you're pregnant. I would recommend, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, or once you make it out of the first trimester, depending. I know, for me personally, with the reoccurring pregnancy loss, I didn't want to do anything for my pregnancy with Madeline until I, made it out of 12 weeks. And even then, with all the problems that I was still having, I didn't really want to do anything until almost the moment I had her. So, anyways. The first thing you're going to want to do is because you are going to start planning, what you're going to do after your maternity leave. Let's be honest, you want to start planning pretty early in terms of, are you going to quit your job and become a stay-at-home mom, if you can afford to do that. And I'm sure if that's what you're going to do, you've already planned out kind of what your ideas are. If you're going to go part-time, if your job will allow you to go part-time, even if it's for a little while. And let me just say this is really more for somebody who lives in the United States, because obviously I know other countries, your maternity leave is like beautiful. Ours, most places I know, give you up to 3 months, which is 12 weeks. And others, they don't give you much. Some other places will let you take extra time, but we don't get that long here in the United States for maternity leave. So you're going to want to plan that. If you're, going to go back to work, full time, okay. So once you know that, what you're going to do in terms of after your maternity leave, you need to then decide, are you going to just breastfeed at home and then when you're at work, formula? Or are you going to do breast milk all the time, so breastfeed when you're home and then pump while you're at work? Which is important to kind of know, because you can do it either way. It doesn't, just keep in mind that when you do that, your supply might start dropping down. It might, more than likely it will, but no, it's your choice. Do whatever works for you. So once you've decided that, let's say, okay, you're like my situation. I had to go back to work. I really want to only give breast milk, so I need to pump. Now I'm going back for 8 hours. That means 8 hours. So it means I have to pump at least 3 times while I'm at work. So I put that, keep that in mind. So I need a pump that, that's going to be a good pump. Now, I don't have the time to sit there and do 10 minutes on one side, 10 minutes on the other side, because obviously that's 20 minutes. It's an hour out of my working schedule, which that's what you need to keep in mind too. How much time is this going to take out of your working schedule, or especially if you don't have a job that you can just, be on the, sitting at a desk on the computer doing it and pumping at the same time. Or you need to excuse yourself from that to go pump. Mine, obviously, I can't sweep a floor or vacuum while I'm pumping comfortably. I know that Medela does make a hands-free pump. It's the Freestyle pump. I got rid of mine. I sold that one because that was given to me as a gift, and I had already bought my pump and style, and I love my pump and style, and I went, I don't need 2 pumps. Even though I have 4 pumps, but whatever, now 5. I feel like I'm collecting them. But I got rid of that one, sold it, used money to get stuff for Madeline and things like that. So anyways, back on topic. So once you know that, go onto the Medela website, and it will help you find the exact pump that from Medela that would be good for you. Mine came out that I needed the pump and style. A friend of mine, hers came out because she was only going back part-time, so she's going to pump occasionally, and it actually came out to the swing pump. So, you know, she ended up getting the swing pump, but, you know, that was after she had looked at other pumps and looked at reviews, that she determined that, you know, she wanted to go with the swing pump. But she had looked at one from, I want to say it was Playtex, and another one, I can't remember the other one, but anyway, so do that, and then you can go and look. Now, I would really highly recommend, if it comes out like mine did, that I need the pump and style, you know, keep in mind, you know, can you afford that? If you can afford to buy it, you know, you can buy it if you want, so that way, you know, you'll have it, or call your insurance company and see what they cover for a breast pump. Because you can't just go buy that pump from, let's say, Babies R Us, and then want insurance to pay you back for it. You gotta call insurance. They will tell you if they cover or not, and what to do. So after you've done that, you're pretty much ready to, you know, you've got that part done, the planning part. So step 1 is know your plans for after maternity leave. Are you going back full time and all that? What are you going to do? I forgot step 2. How long you're going to pump. Well, actually, how often you're going to pump. And then step 3 is call your insurance and see what they'll do. So once you kind of question those, then you'll know what type of pump you need and can get. And I know some insurance companies, like mine personally, Cigna, because one of the teachers that I work with, she's due, I want to say the end of December. And so she was told that they have the order for the pump, but they won't fill it until she's delivered. Which she said kind of sucks. But they explained to her that that's, you know, if she was, like with my type of case where I was having preterm labor and everything like that, they would send it ahead of time, so that way that's one less thing on your plate. So, yeah, so know what your insurance, and then if your insurance doesn't cover it, and you have to buy a pump yourself, that's when you're also going to want to know how long you want to pump for. I would recommend, if you're going to pump more than 3 months, I wouldn't rent a pump, because they are expensive to rent. The only good thing about renting them is then you're not stuck with it. And also, if you have a problem with it, you know you can bring it right back and exchange it for another pump. You don't have to wait for customer service or anything like that. But yeah, if you're going to, you know, if you're going to pump for more than 3 months, or even 4 months, I would recommend buying it. Or, if anything, you can also rent a pump for a month, test it out and see if this is something that's going to work for you, and then buy a pump. Or you can then call insurance, because my insurance will let you call to get a pump without needing a lot of extra things besides delivering a baby up to 12 weeks postpartum. If you wait till 13 weeks postpartum, they need something from the pediatrician stating that you need a higher grade pump or a hospital grade pump to help with supply. So that's just our first video on kind of the planning ahead for our pumping. And I want to try to get these out, not quickly, but kind of quickly for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and obviously stay tuned for more videos about, pumping at work, because pumping at work sucks. I would rather just stay home and breastfeed, but I don't have that luxury. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.